Hello friends, welcome back to CCSP Certified channel. Today we are covering topic 4, lecture 2, that is risk in cloud. We started in the previous video and we have already covered the virtualization concept. Today we'll understand the virtualization risk, and it is topic 4. Before this I have already covered 3 topics. Topic 1 was cryptography, topic 2 was identity access management, and topic 3 was common concepts in the cloud. And I have already covered around 40 to 45 questions. This topic also very important. You can expect 10 to 15 questions from this topic 4 onward. So understand this concept very well. Those are not only required for the exam perspective but for your professional career also. So before I jump to the topic of the day, I would like to cover the new offer released by the ISC Square. Every time offer will be peace of mind only, but this time the dates are revised, and really good that many of my students who has joined my last batch are ready to give this exam. If you are interested to get benefit from this offer, or might be next offer that will be in July, better you join any of the classes. I just cover the offer. So in this offer, if you purchase a voucher by 31st May, you may write the first attempt by 30th June. So 1 month you will get, and a couple of months as of from now. And if you don't qualify in the first attempt, you still have a second attempt. You can write this in by 15th of August free of cost. So there is a good enough time. Even you start and join the class, there are high chances you can qualify in the first attempt only. In case you still require a second attempt, you will get a fair idea of the exam and you can rewrite the exam by 15th of July. So my suggestion is start preparing in case you are serious about the CCSP exam. This is the right time to enroll for the batches. I am also starting my batch, though it is starting from 24th May, but I will finish it 10-15 days before the exam, and that will be good. In case you want to avail this offer, you can join this batch because my current batch will finish by 20th May. From 24th May onward, I will start this. It will be 4 days a week, approx 25 classes. I will cover not only this content, but I will give my guidance, test papers, and PPTs also. In this course, the fees is 24,000, but if you enroll early, you will get 8% discount. If you come with your friends, you may get additional discount. Let me know. Write me at the ccsp-certified at the gmail.com. Again, I mentioned that as we are all working professional, sometimes we miss the classes. I will share the recording of the classes. Normally I teach in English, but if the audience want, I can teach in Hindi also. So it's based on the audience type. I support both Hindi and English language. Also, I have started one more service, online video service, and many of your students has qualified by purchasing these recordings also. If you cannot join any of the regular classes because of the work-life balance, because of the working timing, you can check and purchase the recording, my guidance, test papers, all of these in very nominal price. You can get fair idea how I am teaching from this YouTube link. I will also share the my LinkedIn page. You can see the feedback of the students who has qualified by just checking the recordings only. So let me know if you are interested. You can buy this recording also to prepare for the exam. Now I come to the topic of the day. That's risk in the cloud. We have seen this in the last lecture also, that cloud has many benefits like scalability, flexibility, cost effectiveness. However, it is a two side of the coin. Same time, there is a risk associated with these features, and the organization must aware about this and apply appropriate security measures to overcome the risk. Risk cannot become zero, but there will be a risk which can be an accepted level. Organizations should understand the risk and do the measurement to bring the risk to the acceptance level. So there are many risks, but we will cover most important ones. Those are important for exams perspective and for your career also. So first is virtualization and multi-tenancy related risk. Second is data related risk, vendor locking or organization policies related risk, malicious insider management plan, weak IAM systems, and compliance audit related risk. We'll cover the Nautilus 9 and NISA 8 also in this video series. So we'll cover the virtualization risk in today's lecture, and there are 5 risks mentioned here. That's very important. The first risk is the guest VM escape. Second is a side channel attack, good VM slash bad VM. Third one is hypervisor attack. Fourth is VM sprawl, and the last one is snapshots or image security. So we will cover this. We will see this virtualization backbone of the cloud. Cloud is able to survive because of the virtualization. They are given the feature that a single infra can be shared with the multiple customer. We have seen the native virtualization and container-based virtualization in last video lecture. So if you want to get more idea, watch that video first before this. We'll cover the risk on this one because once a VM is compromised, VM on the same physical servers can attack each other because they share the same hardware, same software resources, memory, device, drive, storage, and hypervisor software. So once a VM get compromised, a single VM can compromise security of the whole infrastructure. Same way the one person get COVID infected, it may impact whole the society. The same way it is a risk in the virtualization also. So we first will cover the what is VM or the gas escape. In normal scenarios, we have seen that hypervisor is software who manage the VMs. It is above hardware. There are multiple VM machines. One machine can have multiple applications, and multiple different operating systems. Like this can have a Mac operating system. This can have Windows. This can have a Ubuntu or Red Hat, any operating systems. And normal operating systems interact with the hardware via hypervisor. But there are scenarios if any of the VM get compromised or any VM that play not play the fair, they may reach hardware and can steal the resources, critical information and the resources of the systems. If they execute directly on the hardware, there is a possibility this VM is already happened in the environment. VM can directly bypass hypervisor, can directly run on the hardware. They can steal the CPU and memory processing power and some other information of that which VMs are running. They can control them also, though they might not able to steal the data inside the VM, but still they can switch off, switch on them. They can impact the functionality of those VMs. The second type of attack, more severe one, the side channel attack. It can be normally it called as a cross virtual machine attack or sidebar attack or implementation attack, and it is same like is a neighbor attack. You can say you have a neighbor, bad neighbor in your society, bad flat in near your flat. They can steal many of your data. They can control, surveillance you. So the purpose of this side channel attack is this happens due to the resources which are being shared between the services of the customer through virtualization. Side channel attacks allow unauthorized read access by malicious process or virtual machines to the content of a protected kernel or host memory. What they normally do, these attackers aim to exfiltrate sensitive information like in cryptographic keys by measuring coincidental hardware emissions. So they will create a same type of infrastructure that you have, and they will try to analyze pattern based on the memory CPU utilization that you are consuming, and they will try to steal your data. And the most severe one, if they can steal your cryptographic key, because we have already seen this, if your keys are compromised, your data is not secure in the cloud. Only security in the cloud is happening because of the keys are secure. So they try to steal your data via this stealing your keys, and this is the side channel attacks or the bad neighbor attacks or sidebar attacks we call it. The next one is the hyperjacking attack. This is attack where you can mainly attack on the hypervisor only. So hypervisor is one who is control everything. If you can control the main point, you can control whole infrastructure. Though this is attack is yet not reported in the industry, but here one hypervisor can, if it is malicious hypervisor or the one who is not a good VM, can try to impact others VM or infra by attacking directly on the hypervisor. So it can be two type: attacks on the hypervisor through host OS, attack on hypervisor through guest OS. And the host OS, we have seen that type 2 hypervisor has a host OS and guest OS concept. If there is a host OS, attacker can attack on the host OS, and then they can attack on the hypervisor, or they can attack on the any of the guest OS. And from this guest OS, they can attack on the hypervisor, and then they can control the whole system, though it is not being yet reported in the industry. Next one, very important, VM sprawl, and that is attack happening because of the ease of use. We can spin up the machine whenever we require for testing purpose, development purpose, from POC's purpose, but over time we forgot them, and might be this is the required VM, and over the time we can have this much VMs, and that happens because we tend to forward them, and they not only increase the cost but they increase the attack surface. These VMs are normally not being patched, they are not being do a proper governance for them, and they are orphan VMs, make create vulnerabilities in the systems along with the cost. So virtualization sprawl, a VM sprawl, is a phenomena that occurs when the number of VMs on the network reaches a point where the administrator can no longer manage them effectively, and it is very difficult, which is has a important VM which is useless VM. And this has been seen that over the time we can have at least twice the number of VMs running on the system because it is very easy to spin up the machine. Ease of use is a problem in this VM sprawl. This is also one of the risks. The next is the snapshot and image security. We have seen that the good feature in the virtualization that we can take is a snapshot in the image, and that we can use this as a backup, daily backup or weekly backup, whatever is the backup frequency we have. So this will enable us that we can have our system robust, but same time it is a problem also because these VMs and backups, if they are not stored properly, they may be stolen, and the sensitive information stored on those VMs can be used by attackers, and they can be stolen easily. So this image and is the portability of the image and snapshot makes people forget the images and snapshot. They can contain the sensitive informations. Normally, object storage are being used to store these snapshots and images, and the CCSP recommended to store them in the encrypted form, and the security of this image is very important. And there's also increase the risk, is very common risk in the cloud, same like the VM sprawl. Because of the mismanagement or because of the ease of use, we are using a feature which is beneficial to us, but at the same time if you don't do the proper governance, this can be a risk to in the cloud. Now we have covered the theory part. We'll cover 5 questions on this, and you will able to understand more how questions are being asked. You can expect around 3 to 4 questions from the virtualization articles only in the exam perspective. The first one is dash 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 is an attack in which a hacker takes malicious control over the hypervisor that manages the virtual machines. It involves installing a malicious fake hypervisor that can manage the entire system. So we have seen that there is a VM escape attack. We have seen that side channel attacks. We have seen the hyperjacking attack. This is the scenario of the hyperjacking attack because we have seen that if someone can attack directly the hypervisor, they can control whole infrastructures. The next one, which of the following are associated with the virtualization? Which are the following risks are associated with the virtualization? We have seen all type of risk already, and we lost the governance of those VMs. That happens VM sprawl or the snapshot image security. If we don't implement, the sprawling has happened. So we have seen that the risk in the virtualization, that if you don't do the proper governance of the images securities or our policies, there is a chances that other VM can attack, or this snapshot images can be stolen, or the sprawl has happened. So first one, which is direct answer. Rest are the public awareness, increased cost, loss of data. Those are not directly related to the virtualization risk. The first one is the right answer for this question. The next one, which of the following is risk posed by the use of virtualization? We have already seen. We'll see again. Can it can it create electromagnetic pulses? Definitely it is not. We haven't seen this one. Can it increase the susceptibility of the virtual system to malware? We haven't seen that. Malware is not something we have seen as an attack or the risk in the virtualization system. The ease of transporting a stolen yeah, we have seen that it is very easy to store and transport the virtual machines, images, or the snapshot, and this is a risk we have already covered. The first one will internal threats interrupting services through physical So there is no physical accidents or physical incidents we are worried about. We are working on the virtualization environment. We are only worried about the virtualization systems. Physical accident will not impact our services. So this is not a risk we have seen. The best answer for this question will be B. Hope this is clear to you. The next one, sprawl or VM sprawl in the cloud can lead to significant additional cost to the organization, because we have seen that might be you need 100 VMs. Over the time you can have a 200 or more than 200 VMs because of this sprawl. And how it will increase the cost? Definitely all the VMs will use the license, operating systems license, Outlook, or any of the softwares those are required to do work, and it will definitely increase the software licensing cost. So it will increase definitely footprint, but it will not increase the physical footprint. It will increase the virtual footprint. And utility consumption, it is a consumption we are not worried. It is the CSP who handle the utilities like electricity, water consumption. And definitely additional trainings are required, but it is not a risk. And the increasing of the cost because of this, the licensing is the cost which is get high because of the VM sprawl. The last one, which of the following management risk can make a organization cloud environment unviable? So definitely, if we are reading this virtualization risk, we are already aware that the VM sprawl is the answer for this one. But if we understand it more, so VM sprawl can result in very expensive and surprises at the end of the payment periods, because you may see that you have required and purchased license for the 10 VMs, but you are paying for 20-30 VMs when the organization receives the bill from the cloud provider. But apart from this, all the others like insider trading, hostile takeover, or improper personal selection, these are the risk or the management risk. They do not have any specific to do with the cloud environment, and they exist and should not impact us directly in the cloud. So management risk which will make environment unviable is the VM sprawl that we have already covered. So that's for today. Hope this video is informative to you. I will cover the other risk in the next videos. So if you like this, please subscribe my channel and follow if you don't want to miss any of the lectures. And if you are interested for CCSP certification, please enroll for any of the classes, either mine classes or any other teacher classes soon, so you can become a CCSP certified soon. Thank you.